Welcome back. If you're just joining, this is Daybreak Extra coming to you right here in our studios in the city center of Abuja. And that video, I and my colleague would, me and Sumaya, we are dancing to it.
Indeed.
And I'm sure you can't wait to know who that person is, aside from the video you just watched, And we'll be looking at, female empowerment in the male-dominated DJ industry. Now, yeah, that's it. I just casted it out that we are going to be discussing with a DJ, a female DJ for that matter. So in recent years, the DJ industry has undergone a significant transformation with an increasing number of talented female DJs making their mark and reshaping the landscape. From parties to festivals, these women are not only breaking barriers, but also setting new trends and pushing boundaries of creativity. In this discussion, we will delve into the empowerment journey of female DJs, exploring the challenges they have overcome, the impact they have made, and inspiring stories behind their rise to prominence. We have right here in the studio Penelope Sas-Uduehi DJ, popularly known as DJ Penny. She's a DJ, a promoter, and a journalist. Yes. So thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you so much.
Now, that video we just watched, tell us about it, because I can see that, I was telling Sumaya that your caption, one of the posts you made yesterday, I saw, you said, I found love in Kiss FM. And your husband is actually here to support you. And he's in that video, so it's crazy. Tell me about it. And how did you find yourself in this industry, by the way?
It was that post was just funny last night. I saw the throwback, the way Facebook reminds you of something.
Yeah, certain things,
so I just saw it and I was like, oh, this was part of the times that we were still friends. Just friends.
Oh, wow.
So my husband and I, he works at Kiss FM. So I went for an interview there when I met him for the first time. So the journey of the love started from there. Though we were friends for like 3 years before we started dating, like 1 year after that.
Oh,
so
wow. What's sweeter than marriage with friendship?
Yeah,
Friendship,
exactly.
It's always
so many persons were already saying that, oh, two of you are a couple thing, but we weren't seeing ourselves like that. In fact, we used to quarrel like mad. So anybody that witnessed
because you're friends, right?
Yeah, anybody that witnessed our quarrel will be like, okay, because of that case, people don't worry yourself.
Oh, no.
So,
that was beautiful.
It's amazing.
Yes, it is actually. So tell me, how did you find yourself in this male-dominated industry? Because DJing is basically known for most of men. It's now that we are seeing women coming up, the likes of DJ Lambo, DJ Sweet, DJ Copy, and the rest. So tell me how you found yourself in this industry. What inspired you?
First off of every talent you see is passion, like maybe something you've been doing. It might not be direct, but you've been doing some things around it for a while. So when you finally hit that one, that is the main thing. Within yourself that, okay, this is the path I want to go through. So I actually started dancing way back in school. So I just love the beat. I just love the way it comes, and I didn't know it was going to direct me to this part of DJing, you understand? So I started dancing and I started loving to give people that particular feeling of a good mix. So I think way back in 2018 was when I started DJing. Like, I just felt that I don't want to be the recipient alone. I want to make people to feel this thing that I feel. So I think the passion bettered it to want to make people enjoy good music. I think that's where it started from, the passion.
Nice.
The passion bettered it. I am going to hold on to that one. I mean, one thing that I would always agree is that in Nigeria, you don't usually get to do what you're most passionate about. I mean, starting from our career, sometimes our parents will help us navigate what to do instead of what we want to do. And other times, universities, you apply for what you want, but then you're getting entirely something different. So we don't have the foundation to assist us with that, what we truly want to do. But then, in this male-dominated industry, there is always challenges, especially when you're new, when you're trying to break a barrier, when you're trying to put your foot forward. When there is definitely that look of, she's a woman. I mean, driving, they always say we can't even drive. That kind of. So, tell us on personal experience of the challenges that you have faced so far in the industry.
Okay, so I think I can relate to other person's story, but mine was quite different. Like talking about passion, I was just seeing someone's matriculation picture on Facebook yesterday, and I was like, this was supposed to be in 200 level, and my mom was like, no, he had to go back for medicine, that they gave him something laboratory initially, so he came back for medicine. And like, after this whole back and forth, now say he want to become DJ, what would the parents say? I just said it jokingly, I didn't even know we were going to get to this topic against that. So my mom was like, they will not say anything now. But that's my own family. Some persons might not really take it that embracing. Imagine then you're like me. I have I studied mass communication. I practiced for a while though before I stopped, and I did my PhD. It was promising and everything, and then I come back and say I want to be a DJ. And normally some parents will look at you like, DJ, you don't want me.
There's always that issue with almost all the people that have been coming when we start talking with them, they'll tell us that, oh, I studied this and I wanted to venture into this, and my parents didn't want that. It's always crazy when that happens.
When I was working in corporate places, it's always an issue because immediately I come, I'm always listening to music, I'm always doing one thing, so they be like, you're always distracted. So
but do you think their concern is mainly because you have to DJing, you have to stay out late, you have to be updated, in places that maybe they wouldn't want you to be? Do you think maybe that's one of the reasons why their parents don't really like maybe kind of want you to be?
There's this general, am I going to call it a stereotype? When you say you're a DJ, they feel like you sleep by 2 a.m. every day and you come home by 4 a.m. like based on club thing. But it's not always like that. There are some people that don't. I've never played in a club before. That's the funniest thing. So I've never stayed out like the stereotype they have in their head.
Occasions, festivals, and
it's like this Hausa's wedding that they do where the parents are in charge. That particular female where they need to ask for the female DJ. I think that's the latest of any event I've actually gone, because sometimes it takes to the night time, and that's the latest of events I think I've actually seen myself in. So it's not a general thing. So for the misconception of passion turning to something else, I think I can relate with that. But for my own personal story, I didn't have an issue starting up as a DJ. I just loved it. My family could see it in me, and they were like, when I started, they're like, oh, this is why you could join one or two, or why you've been like this. Okay, fine.
Okay, so let me ask this question, right? Like, what do you see as the biggest challenge for female DJs in the industry, and what do you think can be done to, it's the steps they can take to address some of these issues? Because we've seen some DJs, female DJs, that have started and stopped or switched their kind of, style from DJing to maybe venture into music or movies generally, or something. So what do you think is the biggest challenge for female DJs, because it's a male-dominated industry?
I think our disadvantage is also our advantage. The fact that they expect more from you, and that still makes you more demanding. So when in a male-dominated circle, once you come as a female, they are like, can you meet up to us? First of all, now you need to up your game. That makes you more hardworking to want to let them know that. Challenging. Yeah, it's more challenging, yet it's an advantage because it's still helping your skills at the end of the day. So it's like, oh, you're female, what can you really do different? But then some people love it that you're a female. So, as I said, the disadvantage is also our advantage. Because when people are saying, oh, you're a female, okay, let's see a female at it. So instead of choosing a guy, they'll want to pick you, so they'll see the difference and have the feel. I have a couple of persons that when they call me, like DJ Penny does not really show a feminine name to say. So when I answer, they'll be like, oh, you're a female. I say, yeah, okay.
Right. Speaking on, having being a female also adds to the advantage. What would you say is the unique adage that female DJs in Nigeria tend to add to make the music scene a bit different? To say, okay, yes, there is a touch of a woman here doing her thing.
I'll say packaging. Whenever we're in a corporate setting,
do you package more of women's songs or
no, your package, like your presentation, how they appear, from how they appear, how they present themselves. Some parents, we actually love to work with a female DJ.
Indeed.
They feel like you're more responsible. I don't know why, but they feel like, oh, we can trust you.
DJ,
no. Example of that is when you come to the northern part sector. Religious is also playing a vital role. So there are parties that people would say, okay, if it's all women party, then there should be all women.
Yes, I think I've gotten that a couple of times. In that notion, it's kind of like a big advantage. So I think back to your question, one of the things that makes us unique is that even down to normal corporates, when you see a female as the boss, people always tend to do things right. They'll be like, this woman wala many.
Exactly.
So you need to do. So it's a nature. So when a woman, the way we nurture things are different. That's the word I want to use. Like the way we manage things are different from the male. They do you well, not despite that. But when a female person comes in, it's always different. I can't really explain more than this. I'm sorry.
Because I actually wanted to ask her, like, being a female, do you even get people calling you to come DJ for them? Because they tend to believe that men can do these jobs better than women. And, women are actually proving themselves every day. So, being a DJ so far, and you've made that name for yourself, have you been able to, or what have you done to, use your platform to empower other women, in the industry and even beyond?
Okay, so first of all, on that, having to limitation on having requests. First of all, every person starting up always experience that, because you're a well-known brand, and everybody always want to know no brand, like have them come to their party. So there's the place of you working out yourself through, like from mixtapes, monthly. That's how I started up. I started doing mixtapes. Now I never hardly do mixtapes. I feel like once you play my mixtape, you don't want to invite me again. But I started up actually doing mixtape first of all. When people were becoming demanding of it, so you push your brand more. Whenever you go for an event, you make sure you have a video coverage to let people know that when they come to your page, they should be able to see something interesting.
That you do. Yeah.
I go to some DJ space and I'm confused. First of all, their name is just too long, first of all. So I feel like branding comes in place, and you always need to package your content to where people can see that this. I think there was because I'm into music too. So there was a time that I was about to release a song, so I was posting more of my music content, and someone called to my page and they called me. I was like, DJ Penny, someone give me a number. I want to ask, do you play at weddings? And I was like,
you needed to mix everything together, because I could see the video you just made. You're DJing, performing at the same time, and doing everything.
So I need to find I found a way to portray myself in that light, whereby if you want a musical part of me, you want a DJing part of me, and for my husband and hype man, I'm learning how to hype now too. So if you want the hype part of me, you get it.
Talking about your husband, I'm watching this video and it's looking amazing. I mean, one of the best things you would want, apart from having passion, is also having a spouse that you can work with, someone that can actually help you. So how is that feeling for you, of finding someone who is learning from your own craft, you are learning from his, and you people are coming out to be like the Jay-Z and Beyonce of the industry?
Like when our pre-wedding photo came out, most of the persons did not know our engagement last year. So when the pre-wedding photo came out, everybody was just writing up, oh, DJ and hype man, they're going to give birth to speaker, this and this. Everybody was just saying what they want to say, certainly. But for me, it's a good feeling one, because like I said, we're friends, and the reason why we could keep our friendship that good, and is because of our syncing. If I show you our the first day we met picture, after an interview, you get to snap. I was thinking the vibe.
There's always a throwback.
You think we've known each other for a very long time. The whole vibe was just the same. But then it's because whenever I come with an idea, he's already thinking it. I could be a step higher, I could be a step higher too.
Nice.
So when I bring the idea, like, oh, I still have a concept about this. There was a time whereby it was like a competition for us. I was like, why are you thinking what I'm thinking now? And he on his own end is like, why are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Aside from being lovers and spouses, there's a telepathic connection as well.
Then we're just friends. So maybe I want to do a program, or I want to do something, and I just say, I'm planning this thing. They'll be like, I've had this idea for years. This is my evidence. I've told somebody. So the thinking has always been there. So I think it's quite easy to just flow. So now whenever I come up with an idea, he's always thinking of how can we expand the idea more. Whenever it comes to an idea, I'm like, okay, how can we take it from this light? So it's very lovely. And I always advise people that there's no better way to say this than forget just marry your friend, marry someone that you guys can see the same vision, because I think it's the best thing. Before you are going to north, I'm going to south. We've not seen each other for 1 year.
Of course, it's a beautiful thing, and we're so happy for you on that regard. All right, let's talk about the industry in general. It's all about how women are dominating, or women are entering into industry of dominated by men. But then, would you say in your experience of DJing, music and all that, would you say you've seen positive change, and shift of how the industry is, taking in women, breaking barriers and coming into, the music scenes? Would you say that there is acceptance of equality on that regard?
You know, naturally, when you see a female doing something, whether it's your part or not, the natural feeling to want to support the person is there. Like for females, I don't know about every other person, but if I see a female doing something, I just want to help you. We're just talking at the waiting room. Me and my husband were like, God, December is coming again. I've not seen any female DJ to train. I need a female DJ to train. I'm always looking out for it because I cannot separate myself when these events start coming. So I need some person that can. So in case anybody wants to venture in it. So on that note, I've seen positive change over the years, big time change. The fact that we could now equally rub up with the male counterparts. Like I'm in a gig and all of us are there. I'm playing. I was at an event throughout December with like 3 DJs. I was the only female there. So it's not something different. Like what's the difference for me of us? It's not a different thing anymore. Everybody have known that you're good at this skill. So carry on.
You know, just saying, you know, you're in a place where you're the only female DJ says it a lot. And it just brought me to my next question. You know, how do you see the future of DJing, especially in Nigeria, with females, and what role do you think female DJs will play, you know, in shaping that or changing that in the future?
You know, there's always a 2 sides of a coin. This, which I'm going to put as a male and a female. You know, most times, most people think that once they're doing DJing, bam, DJ I do for the rest of my life. So they don't want to venture in it because they feel like they cannot alternatively do other things that they love to do. You can be a makeup artist. I just stumbled on someone's page that the person is a model. She even won Miss Kenya 2019 and she's a DJ. So you can be doing what you want to do and
Are you a
still be
secular
DJ.
DJ or a gospel DJ?
Actually, I'm a gospel DJ.
Okay.
But I get some secular gigs that, you know, let me add, I'm so sorry, but this, like the female weddings I told you I do play.
Yeah, I attend.
The mothers always are very, in fact, they don't even want to pick a secular DJ because they don't want them to just play fag walls and the rest. So, because their mental health is important. You don't know what you'll be hearing in the night and you go and dream on other things. So your mental health is, so apart from just the gospel to say, they are good music that does not carry those same thing. Like, so I think even now we're even having an edge because so many people are streamlining the kind of music they want to hear, so many nonsense in the air. So we're like particular about, oh, give me this person that can give me a good music, that can sift the good music out of it. So apart from just, you bring your playlist and person that maintains. Some people don't hear what, that's the truth. Some people just tell you and then they enter next. They don't hear what. So you need someone that can actually still obey. That's why I said they trust the female more. They all feel like when they tell you to do this, you're going to do it. So yes, I think that's just it.
Yeah. And that is a beautiful thing. I mean, one thing that events owners, you know, tend to get angry at is when the DJ is not
always doing what they want.
Yes, so definitely, and DJ has power. We know master of ceremony and the DJ.
They tune the mood.
They work together hand in hand.
Talking of the future, to say, you know, I digress a bit. So when they feel that they know that they can actually do other things and still be a DJ, they can embrace this craft. Yeah, they can embrace this craft. And the truth of the matter is, we need the female DJs more because there are dimensions of music that are appealing to female audience.
I'm going to be a Hausa DJ. I will do something different.
Oh
so, you know, on that thing is creating a niche that's still unique at the end of the day.
And you have created a niche. I mean, talking about gospel and all that. These are things that are not much, but so you're breaking that.
So it's like you're just on your own lane.
This is you doing it. It's a beautiful thing. So quickly, still on the future, what would be your advice? Because you made mention that we need female DJs more.
See me now, one DJ.
So what would be advice for someone out there, a young lady who is aspiring, who wants to, you know, one day be able to tune in, you know, to be a DJ?
You see, one thing I do tell people, as long as you can see it, you can be it. If you can see yourself doing it, all you just need to do is just plan and work gradually towards it. It might not really happen like immediately,
one time,
but gradually. First of all, learning the craft, most importantly, because as females, they tend to want to put you on a hotspot. There was one time we organized a DJ batch or something, and I was part of the coordinator, so I did not set up because of the other thing that was tough, and everybody was playing, and there was one particular DJ who was saying, Penny, set up and play. I'm like, do you think I'm trying to avoid the playing? And I set up, and the person came and was telling my friend, and Penny did very well. So maybe he had a narrative in his head, and I was like, maybe I was trying to avoid the whole playing. So you need to still learn your craft, because there's going to be times where you'll be at the spot to actually prove yourself. It's not our fault, but it's just what it is in the society.
It is what it is, exactly. I mean, a man would say, I want to do this, I am this, and people don't have doubts. But then a woman comes and people are asking you, prove yourself.
You say, say it, do it now.
And that at the end of the day tends to be in our favor, because you'll be like, okay, I'm going to prove myself to you. And while you're doing that, you're earning your craft. So it is a beautiful thing. You've made mention. It's so good, you know, to have this discussion discussion with someone who is in that same situation and have seen the progress of you. You are doing amazing. You know, your husband is supporting you, so you have a beautiful life. We hope that, of course, you get to wherever you want to go. Thank you so much for joining us to discuss all of this. Penelope Sas-Uduehi, DJ Penny, she's a promoter and journalist. We appreciate your time. And by the way, I adore your name. It's beautiful.
Thank you.
Actually, it is.
Thank you.
All right, viewers, and with that, of course, we have come to the end of Daybreak Extra on Trust Television. We hope that you were able to, you know, take a thing or two from our 2-hour show. At the top of the hour, Adeni Ajishafe would bring you sports weekend, so please do stick around. I am Sumaya Abubakar. Do have a lovely weekend.
And I'm Fatima Ahmed Musa. Stay safe out there.